Alright. Oh god, I'm short now.
We could all talk to a ghost.
We're gonna talk to the ghost
Alright.
Talk to
again.
Should we say hi?
Hi.
They know who we are by now. I don't know why they're on part, what is this, 6?
Yeah.
If they don't know who we are by now. It's the ghost of your dad, like before.
Alright.
Didn't I tell you to kill Claudius? So far, all you've done is watch someone else read a book and then kill your girlfriend's dad.
It's complicated.
Who are you talking to?
Mom, I'm talking to the ghost of my dead dad. I talked to him before, and everyone saw him then. I don't know why you can't see him now. I don't know what his deal is.
I'll tell you what my deal is. I'm dead and it's causing all sorts of problems with my sciatica.
Uh-oh. Oh, jeez, you're crazy. My son is bonkers.
Your mom says to herself, drying her tears.
Oh,
To be fair, you do look a little crazy. Ghost Dad reminds you that you're supposed to be murdering Claudius, not Polonius.
Yes, what's the big deals?
And he doesn't really see how cussing out his widow is helping anything. Be nice to her, he says.
Also, I'm pretty sure she's conflicted about this whole, marriage to my brother thing that I guess is going on, so maybe you could talk to her about it.
But Dad...
No but, son. Hamlet, I want you to go talk to your mother.
Fine. Hey, Mom. How's it going? Listen, stop having sex with Claudius, okay?
Oh, you're right. He makes the thing all greasy.
She slaps you across the face. Maybe that's why people don't usually discuss sex lives with their moms. Who knows?
I know I never did.
Look, Mom, I'm not crazy, but don't tell anyone, okay? You say, gingerly touching her face where she hit you.
Is that me?
Yeah.
Or is that... Oh. What is crazy is what you've been doing.
Oh, that's me. Whoops.
Yeah.
What
I didn't think that was me.
is crazy is what you've been doing. This marriage to your husband's brother, it's gross.
Friggin' Funkles.
We all think it's gross. I know you're not happy about it. I know that, Mom.
Hamlet.
It's not too late, Mom. If you can't be good, maybe tonight you can just pretend to be good, and then keep pretending to be good night after night, and it'll get easier. And by pretend to be good, I mean make yourself unavailable to Claudius sexually and emotionally.
He is pretty greasy. Okay.
I'm proud of you, Mom.
I'm not.
Neither
Listen,
am I.
I've gotta go. I kinda killed Polonius by accident, and I'm gonna go lay low for a while.
That's a good idea. Toodles.
Alright, what do you do? Well, tell her that it would be very unfortunate if she saw Claudius, you're just freaking crazy, and the consequence of accident of broken neck. Leave her the same.
The skull is law.
Alrighty. You finish up this tender moment by threatening the woman to give birth to you and leave. Oh, Hamlet, what are we going to do with you, Hamlet?
I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna kill some mofo.
On your way out the door, you bump into your bros, Rosencrantz and Guildenstern.
What up,
Yes.
Rosencrantz?
You want to get out of here, you say, and they can see that they would like to party on a boat. You know what? That sounds nice. Sort of give everyone space, you know, while also standing around on a positively buoyant vessel. It sounds real nice. There's a boat headed for England in just a few hours. You know this because boats to England are kind of a big deal. You send some servants to clean up crazy old Polonius and another to be there for your mother, and you pack your bags.
Okay, and this is the part where he goes away for a while.
Party in on a boat.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
God.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just gonna take longer and
Party
longer
boat.
to...
No, I think, I'm not sure. I hope they skip this part.
Party boat.
Party boat.
Party boat. Yeah.
Party boat.
Oh crap, you forgot to tell Ophelia about her dad.
Oh, I'm sure she's gonna find out.
I can't get off this party boat now.
Ugh.
Even if you broke up recently, you should at least console Ophelia over her loss, especially since you were kinda involved in his accidental death. But instead you run away and partying on a boat? I'm calling it. You are the worst boyfriend and or ex-boyfriend ever.
Yeah.
You're on this boat and it's set sail for England, so there's not much you can do. Try to party as best as you can, given the circumstances. As the boat sails for England, you catch sight of a huge army sailing towards Poland. There has to be an entire military corps on board. I'm serious, there's gotta be 20,000 people all crammed onto a single ship.
That doesn't seem possible back then.
The ship is too far away for you to communicate by talking or even shouting, but luckily you brought semaphore flags.
Semaphore flags.
Yeah, we're trained how to use them. And as you know, by holding up the two colored flags in different positions, you can spell out letters of the alphabet. In response, folks on the other ship can send messages back to you. Hey, Hamlet here. What's going on? You say in semaphore.
Oh, hey, Hamlet. We were sent by Prince Fathenbra from Norway. He's kind of the rough equivalent of you, come to think of it. Anyway, he's on board and we're all going to fight over some really terrible land that sucks.
Really?
Oh, yeah, it's totally sucky land, but what are you going to do? Fighters gotta fight. And we're happy to do it.
Okay, thanks. Wow, Fortinbras and his army are ready to fight over something entirely useless, and the Polish are willing to defend it too. Why is there still confetti? These people...
I don't know.
It's a party boat.
It's a party boat.
These people fight and kill over nothing, and you can't even kill your uncle, even though you have totally valid reasons.
Oh, sounds like I got some problems there.
Whoa, dude, hold up. You start to feel inspired. A free verse, kicking it old school.
The skull is long.
It's gotta happen.
Alrighty. Here's what you say. Witness this army of such mass and charge, led by a delicate and tender prince, whose spirit with divine ambition puffed, make mouths at the invisible event, exposing what is mortal and unsure, to all that fortune, death, and danger dare, even for an eggshell, rightly to be great, is not disturbed without great argument, but greatly to find quarrel in a straw, when honor's at the stake. How stand I then, that have a father killed, a mother strained, excitements of my reason and my blood, and let all sleep, while to my shame I see the imminent death of 20,000 men.
I was gonna say, like, could Hamlet just be like, rapping?
He's free-versing. He's free-versing. That for a fantasy and trick of fame, go to their graves like beds, fight for a plot, whereon the numbers cannot try the cause, which is not tomb enough incontinent. To hide the stain, oh, from this time forth, my thoughts be bloody or be nothing worth. Not bad, not bad. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are polite enough to pretend not to hear. They're so great. Wherefore, alright.
Oh god, are we just doing nothing but party on this stupid boat?
God,
Yep.
get us off.
Alright, 3 awesome dudes in one awesome room. One awesome party room.
Get us out of here.
Alright, okay, you put on your shirt. It turns out it's a Rosencrantz shirt. Oh. Wow, as you pull it off, a letter falls out of the pocket. He wakes up, teases you for wearing his clothes, and then notices the letter.
I can't read. Hang on. Let me.
I can't read.
Your
No,
hand
'cause,
bone,
like-
you dropped something.
Oh, there it goes. Hey, Hamlet, you dropped something.
I won't call him hand bone.
No, man, it's your letter. This is your shirt.
It's not my letter, bro. Someone must have slipped it to me sometime yesterday. What's it say?
It's got a royal seal on the back. It's from King Claudius.
What?
What?
Open the letter.
Do it.
I'm gonna open it. This is what you read. Oh god, I guess I gotta do my Claudius voice. Dear King of England, it's me, Claudius, the King of Denmark. Listen, we get along pretty well, right? And both our countries are in pretty good shape. Anyway, it'd be really convenient for me, and it would help both our countries stay in good shape, if you could kill Hamlet for me real quick. It's not that big of a deal, just kill him, okay? Cool, cool. P.S. I'm 100% serious, please kill him right now. You and Rosencrantz and Guildenstern stare at each other for a long moment. Looks like the whole time while you're planning to kill Claudius, he was also planning to kill you.
Aw, that's cute.
Dude, are you scoping this letter's choice assassination orders?
I told you, man. I told you about Claudius.
Maybe he heard my free verse from last night. It was extremely tight. Alright.
So many achievements.
Fraud.
Well, they've never played this before.
No, you don't get a plan. You and your bros come with a plan. It goes as follows. You replace the letter with the forgery wrote together that reads, Hey King, can you make it so that Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are given fancy houses and made princes and... Wait. Is this supposed to be from... Oh, it's from... Okay, I'm gonna do my voice for him too. Hey King, can you make it so the Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are given fancy houses and made princes and given all the cool things that is possible to have, as they are extremely awesome. But please do not mention this letter or its contents ever again to me, Claudius, the man who is writing this letter right now. If you do see me and this letter comes up and then I claim I did not ask for these things, then I am lying. I like to pretend sometimes that I didn't write the letters, but it's just pretend, haha. I can never take this back. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are awesome. Hamlet's rad too. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are way awesome though. You replace the official seal with a forgery. Since you're wearing a ring and it bears a royal seal, this is surprisingly easy. You decide that Rosencrantz and Guildenstern will deliver the letter while you catch the next boat back to Denmark to kill Claudius.
God, I'm just waiting for Ophelia
Kill
to
him.
kill herself.
Yeah, what now?
Mm.
Pirates.
Pirates.
Oh boy.
No.
Pirates, ho.
Horizon. Ship. The skies of Danish flag being loaded with black flag with a grinning skull and crossbones. It's pretty badass. When a huge storm has gathered, lightning strikes in the water, both are headed straight for you, all fact. Oh, she's a magnificent ship with 3 masts of beauty running 15 meters long from bow to stern. Oh boy, okay, I don't care about that. She's tall and rectangular, and...
It's a boat.
It's a boat.
Yes,
It's a
26
boat.
cannons.
Cannons. There's a mermaid thing. There's 150
Calypso's
strong
gale.
able.
20 experienced and young, side now, blah blah blah. Chaos, firing cannons, fuck. Oh, bloody
Okay,
body.
decapitates a captain.
Oh, that's not good.
No.
No, we're skipping over basically all the action scenes. Wherefore, pirates, this is so awesome. Yes, well,
They're
the
not.
bad news is they're not messing around.
Body
Okay, you're dead. They're both dead. First mate is staring at the captain's body in shock. It's blah, 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 blah.
It's gaining on you.
What do you do? Take command of this vessel.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, put the
command
emo
of this
in charge.
Vessel. Yeah. Oldest person aboard in royalty. Report. Main sail is undamaged. Adjunct rigging of the secondary sail has been destroyed by cannon shot, but repair crews have been dispatched. Full integrity, blah blah blah. Okay. We're traveling. Pirates on our tail. What are your orders? Alright, speed. Put the ones that are back. Aye, sir. Set sails leeward. We'll be running before the wind, boys.
Oh, God. Okay.
So many pirates.
Some pirate stuff happened. Johnny Depp did a thing. Try to remember everything you know about sailing before you answer. Okay, just go. Oh, God.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did this really happen? I
Why?
don't remember this part.
That's your only hope. What now?
We come about into the storm. Set sails windward. Okay, we're gonna sail into a storm.
Well, I guess I know what I'm reading tomorrow.
Hard to
Yeah, I guess so.
Hard to
Because I'm gonna fact check this play.
Okay, anyone who actually wants to
And
read
make
this,
sure
you know,
this
you
is
can pause the
actually
thing
a
wherever. We
thing.
want to actually get to like near the end of this.
Guys, just wait until
wanna
we get
fight.
the comments on this
Wherefore,
video,
continue
and they're gonna be
climbing.
like, guys,
Wait, we were
guys,
climbing?
this is
We're
actually
climbing
a
the-
part in the thing.
Main state, I guess. I don't know.
Explosion.
Wait, what are we doing right now?
We're
Ropes. No man, they
They died.
Alright, cool. Your friends have chosen your own adventure, okay?
okay. Suddenly
Lightning.
lightning strikes the water below.
Cheered. Bro, pirates.
Stuff.
Darkness.
Yada, yada, yada.
Try and end this.
Keep
Attack
climbing,
the
attack pirates.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do some badass thing. Scream. Wherefore? Where are
Lure the pirates slide down a ladder. Okay.
Big bad pirate, why don't you come down here? Fight me.
We became a pirate. His choices. It's getting to that time of night. Let's just.
You're fired.
Fired. Push out from the ship. Use your legs as a battering ram and smash your blah blah blah. Smash something. Okay, stuff's happening.
Ship.
There's a
Fancy
sword.
There's a sword.
There's a handle. Epic battle. You can almost see a leveling. Blah blah blah. More
Fight
swords.
like a dairy farmer.
Blah blah. Okay, ow. Attack the hand he's pointing. So okay. Jeez, this just keeps going.
It goes on forever.
Oh my
Alright.
god.
We're going.
Is there like an auto click option?
Probably
Attack his
so.
dominant sword bearing arm.
Oh, no.
We're getting them.
All hands on deck.
Oh, let's do this.
Okay, we're
Let's get off the party.
deliver the
Deliver.
killing blow. You killed a
Okay,
man.
we've had enough of this party vote. Let's leave.
Okay.
Yeah, what the f? This is a party.
This is like as long as everything that came before it.
He was,
This is like its own act.
he was headed for C. We cut off his head.
Okay, great.
Wait, is the pirate
A
dead?
large vessel, much nicer vessel. Okay. Yeah, we kill people. We're skipping over this entire action sequence so we can get to the thing. This is
I'm sorry for people who like pirates.
I'm sorry for anyone who actually wanted to read this section. You can go back and pause it. I don't care at this point. Sail back to Denmark. Revenge Claudius. Okay.
Or you could get this game on Steam and play it yourself. It's
That's
free.
an option too. There's apparently a lot of endings.
$5.
Sailing to Denmark.
Oh yeah, it was $5.
Okay.
Well, anyway, it was pretty cheap.
Once you decide to attack. Okay, all right. I think we can slow down here.
Oh,
What's up?
We're actually getting to the plot that we care about.
Back to shore.
Rather than sailing onto shore and attacking the king head on, you decided to not tip your hand. This is the plan that you come up with. You'll approach Denmark at night, flying Danish flags. Calypso Gale will stay out from shore looking like any other trader, but will remain ready to move on your signal. You'll leave Rosencrantz and Guildenstern in command. I thought they died!
I thought they died too.
Okay, I was
No,
wrong about
they're
that.
still alive.
Dive overboard into the ocean and swim to shore. Once there, you'll compose and send 3 letters to Horatio by messenger. The first will be addressed to Claudius and read, "Hey, I'm back from England, all by myself. Surprised, you will be tomorrow when I see you. P.S. I am naked."
That's
Hopefully
lovely.
you'll be able to scare/confuse him into some rash overreaction against you, which you'll be able to counter with Calypso's help. Second goes to your mother and reads, "Hey Mom, I'm still mad at you for marrying Claudius, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to kill him. So try to act surprised." The third and final letter is for your friend Horatio, and it says, "Hey Horatio, crazy story, pirates attacked and they took my blah 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 blah. Speaking of which, can you make sure that these other 2 letters reach Mom and Uncle Dan and Funkle? Then come see me real quick, okay? I'll be down by the docks. That should be enough to both ensure your letters are delivered and to see if Claudius has gotten to Horatio while you are away. If he hasn't, Horatio can help you take down Claudius. If he has, well, you'll deal with Horatio the same way you dealt with the pirates, with your swords and your wits, both deadly sharp and both insanely pointed. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern agree to your plan. You arrive near Denmark shore in the middle of the night, with waves silver with the reflected moonlight. Good luck, my friends," you tell Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, and you.
And to
I'm reading other people's lines.
That's fine.
Okay, we're going ashore. Send some letters. Send your letters. You have time before the messenger will deliver them, so you wander around on the docks. You get the attention of a passerby who looks like she works here. You're Hamlet.
Excuse me, what's that ship over there?
You say, pointing as casually as you can at your insanely majestic ship. That's Calypso Gale. That looks like a Danish trader. I imagine she'll be docking in a few hours, she says. Oh, shit, that was a lady.
Oh, neat.
Everything's going according to plan. You wave to the ship just in case Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are watching and wander around waiting for Horatio to show up. You eat some fried fish. It's really yummy.
Yummy.
Suddenly you feel a tap on your shoulder. Looking around, you see your old friend, Horatio!
Hamlet, you're back.
You say. Bro hug.
Did you deliver my letters?
Yep. So what's your story? Pirates attacking only took you hostage, and then they brought you back here for no reason? That's so crazy. That's really what happened?
What the story, Hamlet?
Do we trust Horatio? If you do, you'll let him know the full story. If you don't, you'll let him think you only made it back for the trip. Alright.
Okay, follow the skull and trust no one.
Trust
Oh,
no
yeah.
Trust me?
Yes, that is exactly what
bitch.
happened, you say.
What about Rosencrantz and Guildenstern?
They, died. The king wanted to murder me, and he got them to carry a letter telling the English king to kill me. Yes, that's it. So I secretly replaced an oath of forgery that told me to kill Rosencrantz and Guildenstern instead. They're dead now, because as said earlier in my letter, the pirates left after they captured me. Yes, everything fits together nicely. So
It's a good lie. Too close to the truth, so it won't be hard to keep straight. Sorry.
Whoa, bro, that's cold. What did Rosencrantz and Guildenstern do to deserve that?
They were Rosencrantz and Guildenstern.
Yes, that is a reasonable question, and the reasonable answer is that they carried the letter from Claudius on purpose, and they were allied with him all along, and trust them as much as I trust snakes.
Huh.
Oh, and I would totally kill anyone who was secretly working for my stepdad.
Your uncle.
Huh.
That's perfectly neutrally.
Darn these even-handed non-committal responses that tell you nothing. You've been walking as you talk, and you and Horatio find yourself in a graveyard.
Ooh.
It's close to the river everyone takes their drinking water from, which I guess kind of explains why people act so crazy around here. Spoiler alert, water contamination. Spoiler alert, this is gross. There are 2 gravediggers here. Wait, hold up. One of them is leaving, off to his own adventures, no doubt. Do you ever think about that, Hamlet? About the
God.
people you pass in the street and how they're each the star of their own little narrative?
Stop.
How it's weird that people who you'll never talk to are off having their own lives, building their own stories.
Yeah, I think about that a lot.
And isn't it crazy that from their point of view, you'd be a minor character entirely forgettable? Well, it's true. And in this Gravedigger story, you play the real guy who shows up and toots just as I leave. You toot, he leaves.
Oh, I would do that.
Alright, listen to his singing. Gravedigger sings about young and in love.
He's singing while he digs a grave.
Yeah. His job is to dig graves, so he's used to it.
Whoa.
You say the
you
whole
okay,
thing is
man?
seriously blowing your mind.
The old.
Gravedigger sings about being old now and tune pretty catchy, actually. While he's busy digging this grave, he digs into a pre-existing grave. Remember that at one time it's not like this is blah, 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 blah.
Digs up something. There's a skull. Look at the skull.
Oh, here we go.
Yes.
Oh, look at it.
That's
Okay.
poor York.
That skull had a tongue in it once.
Okay, man.
Hey, yep.
It had jowls, too.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe it was a politician's skull. Ooh, or a courtier. Lord, such a one, or whoever. And look, that guy's throwing it around like it's not even a thing. Lord, such and such. Oh, that's you.
Lord such and such, you mean?
Digs up another skull. Now 2 skulls. Seem pretty interesting. Close your eyes and think very clearly. Look, other skull. Then you open your eyes and examine the other skull. I'm not gonna lie, from this distance it definitely looks like the first skull. You're fascinated by it. Maybe that other skull was a lawyer's skull.
Oh my god.
Look at him now. Where's his impressive lawyer tricks now, huh? His fancy rhetoric for the judge and jury?
Are you
His
high?
eyebrows.
He's dead.
Why doesn't he sue this guy for assault after he dug up his skull with a shovel if he's such a fancy lawyer?
I'd have to say it's probably because he's dead.
Yeah, that didn't stop anyone in Monster Prom.
Maybe it was a landowner's skull instead. Maybe he owned all this land and had all this complicated accounting for it. Is this one of those accounting rules that this empty skull now gets filled up with dirt?
Yes, I believe that's generally what happens when you die.
Back to the skull. Back to Horatio. Back to the skull.
Listen, maybe you want to talk to the gravedigger for a while? I'm sure he'd find your viewpoint absolutely novel and riveting.
I'm talking about Gravedigger.
Boy, we meander in the story.
I just wanted to get away from his crazy ass.
Whose grave is this?
Oh.
It's mine.
I thought it was yours because you're the one lying in it.
Really, Hamlet? He's not lying and he's standing in it, digging, and you're going for a lying down, lying untruth pun, then I'm sorry, but it's not going to work.
And
you're lying out of it, so it's not yours.
okay.
Oh, super proud of his dumb wordplay. He goes on, actually, I'm not lying. It really is mine.
But you are lying because you're in it and saying it's yours, but you're alive and graves aren't for the living. Gotcha.
Riveting. This back and forth goes back and forth, and eventually it comes out that he's digging a grave for a young woman. And you,
Oh boy.
as you
Oh
are
my
an
God.
uncouth brute, ask how long he's had this job before you even ask him his name, and he says he's been working as a gravedigger since the day Hamlet was born. Hey, that's you. What a crazy coincidence.
I'm Hamlet.
What are we doing?
Oh,
Nothing.
We're not gonna.
We're doing nothing.
We're not gonna say
following
we're Hamlet.
the skull.
We're gonna play dumb. Hamlet? Who is Hamlet?
Who is Hamlet?
I'm rolling my eyes at you. Why the accent? You didn't have it a second ago.
Oh, you saw what I said before.
Hamlet is the prince who went to England because he was crazy. He'll get less crazy there. Or he won't, but either way, it won't matter because everyone's crazy in England.
Racism.
How did the Prince Hamlet go? How do you say crazy?
I'm gonna
Are you
punch you.
French?
Very strangely he did.
Oh God, you two are going at it.
How strangely.
By losing his mind.
On what grounds?
He stopped setting him up.
Why, right here in Denmark.
Does your voice keep changing?
I think it does. I think I'm just going like weirder. Listen, I'm cutting you off. The rest of this conversation is censored, but at some point he gestures to one of the skulls you were looking at earlier and volunteers that skull of Yorick, once the jester of the king, now dead and buried 23 years.
He poured a flagon of Rhenish on my head once.
And that's poor
Talk
Yorick. I knew him
about
well.
Oh boy.
Pick up the skull and hold it in front of you. You begin to feel inspired.
Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio, a fellow of infinite jest, of most excellent fancy. He hath borne me on his back 1,000 times, and now, how abhorred in my imagination it is, my gorge rises at it. Here hung those lips that I have kissed, I know not how oft. Where be your gibes now, your gambols, your songs, your flashes of merriment that were wont to set the table on a roar? Not one now to mock your own grinning, quite chapfallen. Now get you to my lady's chamber and tell her, let her paint an inch thick, to this favor she must come, make her laugh at that.
What my friend means to say is that he remembers Yorick and the fun times they shared, but now to look at his gross remains makes him want to drop a barf.
They had a bit on Animaniacs like this, I think.
Ah, he then asks a dead lifeless skull where its jokes and songs are gone.
Oh, that's me. And then tells the skull to go to his girlfriend's room and tell her that no matter how much makeup she puts on, she'll end up like him one day.
Well, not exactly like him, as male and female skulls have several structural differences.
Oh boy.
You interrupt them.
Horatio, do you think Alexander the Great looked like this after he was buried?
Yeah, probs.
This skull is smelly.
Yeah, probs.
Do you think it's weird that we can be alive and be kings of the world, but then when we die and return to the earth, and then someone might use that earth to make mud and use that mud to fix a hole in a barrel? This is like Sayaka.
What is happening?
Ugh.
Who uses mud to fix a hut?
You can also use mud to patch a wall.
I'm about ready to kill him.
Dude.
Okay, there's a noise. Investigating a noise. Okay, let's not be here. Horatio Laertes, Ophelia's brother. You haven't really hung out with him that much, actually. A priest. Priests are ordained ministers of the church. I knew that. And a coffin. Coffins are where people get buried in, dude. You should know this.
Oh
We have to get this man to a hospital. A hospital? What is it? It's a big building full of patients, but that's not important right now. It seems like Gertrude was screaming, wailing. Weird.
Hey, Look how sucky that coffin is. Look how small the ceremony is. It must have been someone who killed themselves. You know what'd be hilarious? If we stayed and watched.
Listen, Hamlet, there's something you should know.
Shh! Look, that's Laertes. Yeah, he's pretty rad.
Is he?
That's Laertes. I think that was
Hamlet,
my thing.
don't you
Oh, wait,
wonder why Laertes is at a funeral?
Where was my line?
Maybe if he's here, it means it might be someone close to him who died.
I can't eavesdrop on people in their most private moments of grief. If you keep trying to have a serious conversation about a life or death matter with me.
Oh God.
Turning your attention back to Laertes, you see him arguing with the priest, asking for more rights. More rights, he says, but the priest says he's done all the rights he should do already, and then some. Since this person committed suicide, called it! They didn't get as many rights.
If we do any more rites, we'll profane the blessed souls of the other people buried here.
You, Horatio, and the gravedigger all wince as you glance at the skulls he's dug up. Whoops! Laertes continues to argue with the priest.
Fine, well then, then go ahead and lay her back, Joker. I'm a priest. My sis will be an angel in heaven while you're burning in hell.
He's pretty upset. Wait, sister. Ophelia's dead.
Well, looks like we skipped over that.
Oh.
Ophelia's dead.
Oh man. Ophelia's dead?
Oh.
I tried to tell you. I meant to tell you earlier, but you seemed so happy to be back, and I wasn't. Look, I'm sorry, Hamlet. She passed away shortly after you left on your trip. That party boat, remember?
What boat? Gertrude and Laertes, blah, blah, blah. Gertrude throws flowers on her grave, and Ophelia would marry instead of that. You can always do the corpse bride thing or something. I don't know.
Oh.
Well, that's a different fairy tale, I guess, but. Geez, Gertrude, inappropriate. That's not somewhere for a new mother-in-law to do for newlyweds. Laertes curses 3 times whoever it was who robbed Ophelia of her sanity, and then curses them again 10 times, 3 times, for a total of 33 curses. Then he jumps into the grave so that he might hold her in his arms once more. He's creepy. Geez, Laertes, that's like double inappropriate to the power of 3 for a total of 8 inappropriates. Okay, so they're all really upset and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, how long are we running on this? Just. Okay, we feel bad. I guess we're just
Another
gonna-
monologue.
Oh God, here we go. Who's the man whose grief is blah blah blah? Yeah, it's Hamlet. Devil takes thy soul. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
He punches us.
Okay. That's a funny way to pray. Here how we do it. Our Father,
who art
hallowed be
hallowed be thy name.
That's fine. There's some dangers inside of me. We want to get through this. How long is this episode?
Take our hands off.
What are we at?
All right, we're cutting it.
Gotta cut it. It's
Where
never
are we
gonna
at?
be the end,
Where are
by
we
the
at?
way.
This. Oh,
We're at 34 minutes.
Oh
cut
God.
it. Cut it. We'll pick it up again some other time. I'm done. I can't take much more of this right now.
There's too much party mode.
Ugh.
All right,
we're leaving.
Okay.
We're leaving.
Bye,
Goodbye.
guys. Bye.